How you doing, buddy? Huh? That little big boy. Orson, pause. What are you doing? What are you doing, Orson? Huh? I'm glad you're staying safe. It's been cold. Come here. What are you doing? Huh? Look at them big old naders. Look at them big old naders. What are you doing? Orson. Look up at me, buddy. Show me your cute little face. Come here. Come here. Show me your cute little face. Huh? I know you want to go inside. I know you do. I'm very sorry. But I have 6? Yeah, we're down to 6. We adopted one of them. So we're down to 6 now. 3 fosters and 3 of my own. And it's already 4 too many. This is Orson. He showed up on my porch crying to be let in the last week of October, right after Halloween, but right before November 1st. And he's a big loving boy. He's a big loving boy. A few days before November 1st. And I've been so worried about him. Of course, I put out food and water for him, and I said, you can't come in. I know, huh, buddy? I know, huh, buddy? There's a bunch of women cat in there that would just not put up with that. Come here. What are you doing? Who's a good buddy? Who's a good buddy? So, let's see. He's been on the property since the last week of October. And then, after a couple of weeks, I was already feeding him and watering him, and then after a couple weeks, I set up a little cat house, and I got him all set up in the carport for whenever it's real cold. I got him a little area in the garage. He can go in there when it's raining or when it's frosty or whatever. Of course, he doesn't prefer that. He prefers being under a car or being under a shed or something. I got you a whole little studio apartment set up, but you just want in the house, don't you? He's a good buddy. So I finally wrangled him up and drove him down to the vet. He didn't like being in the kennel in the car, but as soon as we were in the vet's and we weren't moving, he calmed down. He was a perfect gentleman in his cage. And he has a clean bill of health, don't you, buddy? No FIV, no leukemia, none of the outside diseases. Got you. You passed the stick, the blood test, the four big ones for the kitties. And you got your rabies shot, and you got some other shot. I forget what they gave you. But when I said you were going to still be outside, they gave you one of the other vaccines, too. And you got a rabies tag, don't you? And you were so good at the vet. You just laid there on the counter. You were so relieved. You were so happy to be inside. And all of the technicians said you were a perfect gentleman. And I saw you. I saw them take his temperature, and I saw them take his fecal. He just sat and put up with it. He wasn't happy about it, but he didn't fight back. He didn't claw. He never tried to claw or bite anyone. He let me pick him up. We had a bad rainstorm the other night, and he was on the front porch, and I wanted to get him into the carport with his food and his little house that I set up for him. And he let me pick him up and carry him under my chin. I balled him all up and huddled him up next to my chest under my chin. He let me carry him through the rainstorm down my driveway all the way to the carport. Never put up a fuss. Never tried to scramble or get away. When I took him to the vet and brought him back, he never fought back. He was a perfect gentleman with the vet techs. He's a perfect little boy. And he wants to be inside. He sits and he cries at the door. He knows exactly which office is mine because he comes to my window and he sits and he cries. And I'll come out and I'll spend time with him, and I'll take him to his little apartment in my little garage that I made for him. But he wants to be with people. He comes and he looks at the cats in the window, and he comes and he sits out in my office and he cries, and I come out, I socialize with him. He's ready to be rescued. He wants to be inside. He's a good little buddy. And it's going to start freezing this week. It's going to start getting, I know, it's going to start getting icy. It's going to start freezing up. Hey, buddy. Do you want to go home? Huh? Do you want somebody to rescue you? Look at my camera. Look here. Look here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Orson. What's got you all excited? Huh? Orson Paws. Come here, buddy. Why don't you tell people that you need a home? Huh? Why don't you tell somebody to come rescue me? Huh? Boy, he did not like the traveling. Next time I put him in the cage in the car, I'm going to have to make sure he doesn't have a way to try to claw at the gate, because he tore his little toenail up a little bit, didn't you? You were trying to get out of that kennel so badly. But he didn't like the movement in the car, and you know, there isn't a cat that does. As soon as I got him to the vet and he was no longer moving, he completely chilled out. He was laying in the cage, laying in the kennel, just waiting. He was a good buddy. He's a super good buddy. Aren't you? You've never hurt me once. You've never fought back once. You've never tried to bite me. Well, he'll do that occasional, oh, I love you so much. Let me get you in my mouth kind of thing. It's not really a bite. It's more of like a love, like. But he's never been aggressive, never scratched me. He does have his claws and his nads. He needs to be fixed. But he needs a home. He's a good little buddy. Somebody come and rescue Orson.
Orson. Orson. Oh. Hey. Oh no, don't eat that. Oh, no, it's your toy.